Hey there, and welcome. If you've ever stared at a Spanish sentence, just totally baffled by all those little words like el, la, un, una, well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to crack the code of Spanish articles. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see it's actually pretty simple. So, you might be wondering, why on earth does Spanish need 8 different words for the and a? It's a totally fair question. It seems like a lot, but I promise there's a super simple logic hiding behind it all. That's right. The whole thing, and I mean all 8 of those words, really just boils down to 2 simple ideas. Once you get these 2 concepts, picking the right word is going to click and it'll feel like second nature. So let's start piecing this puzzle together, shall we? The very first thing you need to know is that all these Spanish articles are split into 2 families. You can think of them like 2 different teams that each have a specific job. But wait, what even is an article? Well, their job is super simple. They just tell us if we're talking about a specific thing or a general thing. For example, the book points to that specific book on your desk. But a book, well, that could be any book in the world. See the difference? Specific versus general. All right, let's meet our first team, the love family. Every single word in this group means the. Their only job is to point to something specific. And boom, here they are. El, los, la, and las. This little table shows you the entire system. The word you choose just depends on 2 things. First, is the noun masculine or feminine? And second, is it singular or plural? That's it. That is the whole system in a nutshell. Let's see it in action. So, for a single masculine noun like book or libro, we use el. And for a single feminine noun, like table or mesa, we use la. Simple, right? El libro, la mesa. So what happens when there's more than one? Well, the logic stays exactly the same. If we've got a bunch of books, el just becomes los libros. And if we have a few tables, la becomes las mesas. Now, you're probably asking, okay, but how do I know if a noun is masculine or feminine? Well, here's a super helpful shortcut that works a ton of the time. Most nouns that end in o, like libro, are masculine, and most that end in a, like mesa, are feminine. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a real game changer. Okay, you've totally got the family the down. Awesome. Now let's meet the second group, the a, some family. These are your words for a, an, or some. They point to something general, not specific. And look at that. It's the same grid. The same rules apply here. We've got un, unos, una, unas. You're just picking from a different set of words, but the choice is still all about that same combo of gender and number. So if we're talking about just any old book, a book, we'd say un libro. And for a table, it's una mesa. See? It's the exact same logic we used before, just with un and una this time. And for the plural, you guessed it, some books becomes unos libros. Some tables becomes unas mesas. The words unos and unas are your go-to when you mean some. It's so consistent, right? Okay, let's pull all of this together. We've met both families, we've learned the rules. Now let me give you a foolproof 3-step method you can use every single time to pick the perfect article. This is it, your 3-step guide. Every time you need an article, just ask yourself these questions. 1, gender. Is it masculine or feminine? 2, number. Is it singular or plural? And 3, specificity. Are we talking about the specific one or just a general one? You answer those 3 questions, you'll nail it every time. All right, enough talk. The best way to really get this stuff to stick is to just do it. So let's run through a couple of quick examples to get your brain working. Okay, first one up. Fill in the blank. The sentence means, my cat is in the house. Our noun is gato. So, what do you think? Run it through those 3 steps. El gato. Yes, you got it. Let's break it down. Gato ends in o, so it's masculine. There's only one, so it's singular. And we're talking about the specific cat in the house, so we need the definite article el. Perfect. Okay, next one. She buys apples. The noun is manzanas. Now, she's probably not buying the specific apples, just some apples, right? So which article fits here? You got it. Unas manzanas. The logic works perfectly. Manzana ends in A, so it's feminine. It has an S at the end, making it plural. And since she's buying a general some apples, we use the indefinite article unas. You are doing an awesome job. Now, to really lock all of this in, let's go over a couple of simple memory aids that are going to help you remember all this stuff instantly. Okay, this slide is your ultimate cheat sheet, but here's the best trick on it. For the definite articles, the ones that mean the, think of them as the L words, el, la, los, las. They all have an L in them. And for the indefinite articles, the ones for a or some, think of them as the U words, un, una, unos, unas. L for definite, U for indefinite. That little trick is a lifesaver. And just like that, you've pretty much cracked the entire system. You now have the tools you need to choose from all 8 Spanish articles. The foundation is totally there. So the only question left is, now that you know the rules, are you ready to learn about the exceptions that break them? Well, that's a story for another time. Thanks for watching.